I monetized this Faceless YouTube channel in just over a month, and I can show you that now it prints me over $30 a day, which is decent, but it's nothing crazy. But here's the part that no one really talks about. I've also, with this exact same channel, generated over 4K in June, which is this month, from affiliate offers. And I've done this on a channel that has less than 2,000 subscribers. And this was done without showing my face, not spending thousands of freelancers, and without having to, I don't know, be on sales calls like you're in Wolf of Wall Street. And none of that. It's just a smart system that prints income by leveraging the power of YouTube long form. Now this might sound like it contradicts the title, but if your full focus is just to get monetized and make AdSense money, you're building a fragile business. I built Faceless YouTube channels that are monetized from day one, not just when they hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. The channels I make are designed to give real value to a specific viewer and then plug into affiliate offers that actually convert. As you can see, I will zoom in a little bit. I got an $800 PayPal payment literally just 3 days ago from recording from the channel I just showed you from affiliating. Now don't get me wrong, AdSense is great. I made hundreds of thousands of dollars from it. In fact, over half my income today still comes from ad revenue. But here's where most people get it wrong. Most of the advice out there tells you to find viral niches, copy trending formats, and just pump out faceless videos until something works. But what they don't tell you is that these niches often die fast. And unless you get experience enough to pivot quickly or spot new trends before they pop, this strategy only brings in quick money, not long-term income. And I know that firsthand, believe me. Before I built this system I use today, I followed this exact same like viral content model. And as you can see, I made some decent money off it. And I still have a channel today that brings in over $100 a day using that old strategy. But the truth is, most of the other channels I built with that model, they were short-lived, they were burned out. They made a quick bag, sure, but they weren't long-term. And that's not what I'm building anymore. I want real digital businesses, faceless channels that earn from multiple streams like affiliate offers, courses, communities, and even potential exits down the line. Not just from AdSense, not just focusing on getting views. You know, what I focus on now is building long-term income streams that don't just die because a niche trend dies. So I'm just gonna break down the numbers. I didn't do well in maths at school, but I would try my best to explain it to you guys. And I'm going to show you how you can make 3 to 8K a month doing 60K views on YouTube. We're going to start off with the affiliate marketing. And let's say we have a realistic affiliate offer that is, of course, on our Faceless YouTube channel. That's usually $10 per sale. It depends, of course, but a normal offer is something like $10. Now, the conversion rate on YouTube long form really isn't that high if you get a lot of views, but under 1% conversion rate is realistic, is what I found. Of course, if you go super specific, 1 to 3% is possible even more, but that is only if you like solve one clear problem for one clear audience. But for this, we're just gonna go with 0.5% as the baseline. And as I said, 60K viewers, that equals 300 buyers. Times that by 10 and you made $3,000 with affiliate. Pretty simple, that's pretty damn realistic. The reason why I use 60K views as a number, that's what I'm doing right now. And I started this channel literally like under 2 months ago. And that's just to show you that it's a pretty realistic number that basically all of you can achieve. So let's just combine this with ad revenue real quick. I said we have 60,000 views. We're gonna divide that by 1,000 because that's what we're gonna times the RPM. That's basically how much you are earning after YouTube have taken their cut and all the other things. And like a decent niche like tech money, they usually have a RPM over $10. My RPM on this channel really wasn't that strong. Yeah, $7, pretty decent, but as I said, AdSense really isn't the focus on this. You know, I made $400 these last 30 days. That really isn't something to brag about, but I made 4,000 from affiliate offers. So that's really my full focus. So you can definitely go into high RPM niches, but RPM really doesn't matter too much. Ad revenue is more of a bonus that you have with your affiliate offer. It's much more important to have a good affiliate offer than to go into a niche with a high RPM that you really don't have a clear offer for. So let's just say we're a decent niche like tech money that has a $15 RPM, times that by 60 and you're making $900. So with 60k views, you can almost make $4k just from combining ad revenue and a realistic affiliate offer. And you might look at this and say, oh, I can go super specific and have a really high conversion rate and I will make millions of dollars a month, But you usually take a hit if you go super specific, which will cause less traffic. So it's usually a trade-off. A broad niche usually gets more views, more ad revenue, but you're gonna get lower conversions. And a specific niche, you're gonna get higher conversions, of course, but the view volume will be lower. And I've done both. I've had over $1,000 days with both AdSense and affiliate separately, but the big unlock is combining them both. And that's how you scale and make real money off Faceless YouTube. Now, niche is important, but please do not overcomplicate it. You only need to look for something with an evergreen demand. It has low to moderate competition and it has clear affiliate potential. There are hundreds of ways to find niches, but I'm going to show you a pretty easy and straightforward one. So we're going to go to ChatGPT and we're just going to ask them this prompt. You can find it in the link below. But it's just asking Chat to give us some evergreen niches on YouTube that have potential to get views, but also has affiliate potential. And you know, the competition shouldn't be too high. And I just ask it to give me 50 niches. So it's gonna give you a list of 50. You can just go through these. I'm just gonna go to the first one that I saw, which was Amazon upgrades. That is a keyword we can use in the search bar because we might find something like kitchen, Amazon upgrades, bedroom, that sort of thing. So we can find some ideas and then niche it down. So I'm just gonna search for that. And you can just scroll down till you find something that looks interesting and looks like a Faceless channel. You should also note that you should look at the outlier score. This is a Chrome extension called vidIQ. I will link it down below. And that basically tells you if the video is outperforming the channel averages. Another easy way to look at it is just to look at the subscriber count and the views. So let's say you can see that this is an outlier because it has 10x more views than subscribers. So for instance, you wouldn't look at this video because sure, it has a lot of views, but the channel has 602,000 subscribers. So if you try to replicate it, it's a very small chance you will get that same result. So I found something that looked very interesting. It's a video about 20 cool car accessories you can find on Amazon. It has 1.6 million views with a channel that has 11,000 subscribers. So I just went and took that title and then just looked for even more. You can see from the same channel, they just replicate that title again and again. But you also want to find other channels that do this niche and that get views. So for instance, this one, 10 best interior car accessories from Amazon. This is a video you can easily replicate. It's just, yeah, it's pretty much Faceless. I think it has some creativity added to it and like authenticity, but that really doesn't matter in this kind of niche, to be honest. And as you can see, it has 1.7 million views with a channel that has 36,000 subscribers. And the video is not something special, like the title is not crazy, the thumbnail, you can make this pretty easily and better. You know, the video length, you can make a 50-minute video and totally dominate this niche because YouTube really rewards if you make longer videos, because YouTube's goal is to keep the viewer on the platform as long as possible. And if you have longer videos, there is a chance, if you make good enough videos, that they will watch more than, let's say, a 9-minute video. So because you get more watch time, YouTube will usually push it more and you will get more views. So I just went to this channel and then just check how it's doing. They really don't post a lot anymore. Yeah, they're pretty inactive. And yeah, they usually dabble in like 2 to 3 niches. Like they have where they talk about interior car mods. Those videos usually do the best. And then they also talk about like best cars or worst cars, best cars under 10k, best American cars under 10k, and that sort of stuff. So they're not really niched down, and they really haven't taken the potential of these interior car mods videos that really do well. So this definitely looks interesting and something we can go into. So we're just gonna copy this most viewed video, the biggest outlier of course, and we're gonna go back to chat. I'm just gonna copy paste it there, and then I'm gonna take a prompt which I made, which is gonna generate some video ideas for you. So I'm just gonna, you can get this in the link in the description of course, just paste that here, so the title, and then you also want to just change your niche. I'm just gonna go car mods, yeah, car mods and gadgets, that's how you write it. No, that's not how you write it. Oh well, whatever, we'll see what it gives us. So it's gonna give us some viral video concepts, just a spin on the original. As you can see, 10 genius car mods that feel like luxury because of the $30. That's definitely a good title idea, to be honest. It also gives you why this works, and also how it has a fresh angle, so it's just not a copy paste of the previous video, which is very important. You don't want to just copy paste things that I've done before. You want to copy it, but you want to replicate it and put a good spin on it. So we got some more alternative video titles you can definitely do, because you know you're not gonna just make one video, you're gonna make more of course. So 10 car accessories you will wish you bought sooner, 10 car gadgets that make you look rich even if you're not, 10 car mods so smart they should be illegal, all from Amazon. These are definitely formats that work on YouTube. Like I've seen this sort of format done before in similar niches. So again, you can just find more outliers and then just paste it with the same prompt, and you'll just get a ton of video ideas. You can realistically get like 10 to 20 video titles just from one outlier that you find using this prompt. So it's definitely a strategy you can use. Now we want to start writing the script. I'm just gonna use ChatGPT here as well. You really don't need a script writer. It's 2025. ChatGPT can write you amazing scripts for I don't know, 1% of the price you would have paid for a freelancer who probably uses AI anyways. So we're just gonna use ChatGPT here. I made another prompt. This is more specified towards the car niche that I saw in right now, but you can just ask ChatGPT to change it to your niche, and it will just change everything from it. You know, I've just wrote some instructions for it, the target persona, what kind of tone you want. You know, we want to add as much value as possible, so we want to say to ChatGPT that it has to be written from the perspective of a true car mod connoisseur. You know, someone who has many years of experience in it, and it will just pull information from the internet, from those sources and those people that really know it well. And the chance of finding someone on Upwork, for example, or Freelancer who knows this kind of information is pretty damn hard. So we're gonna use ChatGPT for this. And also, like the script structure, you want an engaging hook, of course. And you know, your main content, engagement prompts so they don't click off, smart mentions, I've also added that, so you have CTEs for the affiliate products you mentioned a few times, not too many times in video, that you can find the affiliate links in the link in the description. And yeah, strong conclusion. and then just a bit of a format. We're gonna copy paste it in an AI voiceover, so you want to make sure that it's optimized for that. And yeah, so we're just gonna go back to the title and then just insert it here, and then chat will just start writing us a YouTube script. Now chat is gonna give us a pretty good script, but if you want to make long form videos, like 15 to 20 minute long videos, ChatGPT is not gonna give you that at once, so you have to like ask it a bunch of times. It's pretty annoying, but what I usually find best is just let's say you want a 20-minute video that's usually around 3,000 words, so you just start by saying like write over 1,000 words for the first 1/3 of the script, and then just repeat that and you will have a 3,000 script after a few tries. Now next step is voiceover. I strongly recommend 11 Labs. It's pretty cheap. I will link it down below, and it's much cheaper than getting a voiceover artist, and people usually don't care for this type of content. You know, I have channels with over 40k subs using AI voice. I've seen channels doing 10 million views a month using AI voice. So don't really get hung up on it. You know, you will get some negative comments saying, oh, this is some AI trash and stuff, but usually people don't care. 11 Labs and AI voiceover is just the absolute better option. It's crazy how far it has come and how far it's just going. You know, they're constantly just launching stuff. I'm gonna show you 11v3 alpha. Like 11 Labs is just so superior. Like, I'm not used this pretty much because it is an alpha, it's not perfect, but you can even add tags like the person will laugh in the middle of it and will like whisper the words. It's so crazy. So I definitely recommend 11 Labs. It's pretty cheap also, like $11 per month, which is the most popular one, and that's if you have one channel, that's what you usually will use. And like, I swear they reduced the price a lot. Like, this was not what I was paying when I had that subscription. Now I have the pro one, which costs me over $100 a month, but it's so worth it. Now, just for clarification, 100 minutes, if you do 20 minute long videos, it will get you 5 videos a month. So you will probably have to use a little bit over this, but 11 Labs has like a plan built in. I don't know what to call it really, but you will pay a little bit extra if you use like, let's say 100k credits. On that you will pay something like $30 a month. You won't have to go to pro instantly, so don't really worry too much about that. I haven't found a better AI voiceover platform to use. I truly believe 11 Labs is the best one. Link is in the description, so definitely check that out. Now, editing is hard to do with AI. I've yet to find a AI program that is going to do it well. So for most people, I would just recommend using a platform like Upwork to outsource it to freelancers. Like, you can do it yourself if you're like in a pretty simple niche, but for most people, it's just going to be worth outsourcing it for like $20 to $30 per video. I truly recommend that. And you can literally just use AI to make the job post. I'm on Upwork right now, and it just says I'm going to describe what I'm looking for in a sentence or two. So I'm just going to write, I'm looking for a video editor in the car niche that is focused on interior car mods and gadgets. Let's see if I write it this time. Yeah, gadgets. So just click continue, and you will get to your budget site. I usually, now the price point varies depending on the quality. I usually never go above $50 per video. It's not necessary at all. You don't have to make Mr. Beast type videos to get views on YouTube. So for this one, I'm just gonna, yeah, you can see my price point here. I'm just gonna go something like $30. You can of course click not ready to budget. If you are not sure yet, you can do that at the end before posting the job, but I'm just gonna do it now. Just click continue. Now we're gonna be on your job page. You get a pretty decent description. I usually don't use this. I go back to the chat I had with ChatGPT. where I talked about like my niche and where I wrote the script, and I just asked it this question, telling me to make me a job post, and it makes me a pretty good one. You can, of course, and I'm just gonna copy paste this, and it gives you a pretty good description of things you need to know, like what they need to include when applying. Like, you need a portfolio, your flat rate per 20-minute videos if they're not happy with the budget, your typical turnaround time, and also why you're a good fit. That's also always nice to have. Another thing is, before you commit to editor, I really recommend asking for a sample, like a 30-second free sample. Most freelancers usually are okay with that, but you can write it in your job post because Upwork will notice this and they will remove your job post. So you could just ask it in the messages when you've actually gotten proposals from freelancers. And then also just the rest of the description, just, you want to add how many videos you want a week. They need to understand like YouTube videos, how to hook the viewer, and how to do B-roll, text callouts and zoom ins, sound effects and such. You want to use copyright-free music. That's really important if you don't have something like Epidemic Sounds. So it's just gonna give you a short little description, and we'll just hit save changes and just look through it. Make sure the category is video editing, and you're pretty much good to go to post it and look for freelancers. Now, thumbnails, these are pretty simple. Like, look, I'm gonna show you a video in this niche that I'm making videos for, and you can see 937k views with 2,000 subscribers. With this type of thumbnail, you can make this in Canva in 20 minutes. Your grandma can make it, literally. And I will link Canva in the Google Doc. You can make this for free. It's literally just a picture with text, a job shadow with that text, and a red arrow. That's basically it. Do I need to go through how to make these? Maybe I will in the future, but you get the point. Now, you don't have to be monetized to start earning. All you need is to verify you're an actual human in the YouTube setting, and then you can put links in the description. Like, for instance, the video we looked at, they promoted, like, as you can see, they had like 15 links to different Amazon products they were talking about in the video. Amazon has pretty bad commission, to be honest. I will just go on a random, like these LED lights. 4.5% commission. It's not too bad, but it's not too great. But Amazon has a lot of trust, so your conversion rate is definitely going to be bigger. But you can use other platforms such as ClickBank. One I use is CJ Affiliate. Here you can just go by categories. For this one, just automotive, and usually like parts and accessories. And then just click search. I usually sort by network earnings, high to low, and then you just scroll through and just check the sites, check what kind of sale they have. Like, this has 2%, usually not worth getting into. And you can also just, like, let's say you're in a specific niche, you can just contact websites, for instance. Like, let's say, for instance, you find a website that is in your niche, but they don't really have an affiliate offer. You can contact them. You should usually do this after you have already built a pretty decent channel. You can't just go and, I have 0 subscribers, please make me an affiliate. But it's definitely an opportunity. Like this one, for example, they don't have an affiliate offer. You can just contact them and ask them. Now, once you have one video that brings in traffic, one affiliate that's converting, and one system that works, don't overthink it, please. Just clone it, literally. That's what all successful YouTubers do. Look at your favorite, look at Mr. Beast. They take topics and formats that have been proven on their channel, and then they just do that again with a little bit of a spin. And that's usually the secret to growing your channel, growing your affiliate offer and such. If you want to scale, you usually want to make more channels. Like, for instance, you can start a second channel in a similar niche and use the same workflow and formats. Just transforming it to a different niche where that hasn't been tested before. And that's literally how I went from 10k to 40k, not by launching 10 channels at once, but by repeating what works and systemizing everything. Now I want to pause and explain why I believe in this so much. I didn't pick up this tactic last week. This system with faceless channels, monetization stacking, building real leverage, it has come from pain, trial, and just a ton of mistakes. And I've literally forgot about the times I've failed at this point. You know, I started with launching a random YouTube channel just from copying some viral videos that's on YouTube, without even a clear niche, and I was just posting and hoping something would stick. And I did all that work basically for pennies, if that. And then one day YouTube gave me a strike on this channel, which meant I couldn't upload for a week. And then I also learned if I got 2 more, my channel would be deleted. So I decided to go all in on learning how to build an actual faceless YouTube channel. I was literally obsessed. I was spending countless hours and days learning everything to grow and to avoid copyright issues. And then one day I hit gold and I had my first 1k day, literally just 3 months after starting my first actual faceless channel. So I thought this was it. I finally found the strategy to make this work, and I started more channels, but quickly those channels died. And I realized the advice I was following was wrong. And sure, I did make money, but I was relying on AdSense and my whole income could be wiped out instantly by a strike or YouTube were just removing my channel. So the advice wasn't built for long-term success, just quick money made of AdSense. And that was just not for me. I wanted to build a real business of YouTube. So I just went deep again and studied even more. So I jumped in again and built channels, but this time it was channels with clear topics that had specific audiences. The content was actually evergreen. I had affiliate offers that converted. And I also had, of course, long form videos that kept printing consistently with AdSense, as you can see. So I just started combining AdSense affiliate, and that's what took me from 10k a month to 20k to now 40k a month. But here's what I really want you to hear. I was just a broke teenager who wanted to make YouTube work. And if I can do this, then I truly believe that you can too. You just need a better system. Not focusing solely on getting monetized or getting the most views so you can get the most ad revenue, but you want to focus on building a real YouTube business that earns from day one with or without a million views. And as I showed you, you can make some pretty good money from just 60k views a month. And that's what I really want you to understand. So right now, I truly believe you got 2 options. You can keep what you're doing. You can watch the random YouTube videos about faceless YouTube. You can take all the advice from thousands of other gurus trying to piece it all together, just to get overwhelmed by the strategies that contradict each other and then just end up quitting YouTube in a hole. Or you can step into a community where people just like you are building real faceless YouTube brands, not channels. They're building actual real businesses using the power of YouTube long form. And I built a free school group for this exact reason. Inside this, you will get the exact strategies that I use to scale faceless YouTube brands to over 40k a month. You'll get to know about my niche selection, the AI tools I use, the prompts, the templates that I use to create videos fast and for pretty cheap, how to build a team and scale like I did. And to be honest, you can get to 10k a month just by yourself, but if you really want to scale to that 20, 30, 40k a month, you know, you have to have a team behind you to make the job just completely easier and to have freelancers just producing the content for you. I will go into more detail in this inside the group. And of course, we will talk about how to monetize beyond AdSense from day one. Now, this is something I wish I had when I started 4 years ago and just blindly posted and wasted money on courses. And if you are serious and want to build a real YouTube business, not just make a quick buck with AI slop, then please click the link in the description and join us. I truly believe that your future self will thank you, and I look forward to talking to you there.